We were fortunate enough to play very competitive matches in Spain, and we believe it will help us a lot going into the new season.
It's Opa Maisela here at the Orlando Stadium, where we are at the trading, where Orlando Pirates are preparing their match. It's the opening of the season. It's the opening of the 2023-2024 PSL season. Everyone is raring to go. All the teams are preparing themselves for an upcoming opening fixture against Stellenbosch at the Danny Craven Stadium in Cape Town. And this is what the coach had to say about their preparations.
Was a good size in terms of weeks, but not too long. And the fact that we use the time to play, I think, proper games, very competitive games, and also games that help the players to be more motivated. It helps a lot to make the time shorter than usually in pre-season. It's a difficult period always to come back and start to assimilate concepts and load. And I think this time for the players with the different stages of the pre-season in three different phases, in three different camps, uh, it makes the work much easier for them. I think we are well prepared, just trying to correct things from the last season, at the same time giving continuities to so many things coming from the past. Uh, and yeah, just looking for the Saturday to start as good as possible and with ambition to travel to Cape Town to collect the 3 points.
Yeah, from the players' perspective, preseason so far has been good. It's been tough, very challenging. We try to make sure that we improve each and every day, try to get better. And as the coach has said, we were fortunate enough to play very competitive matches in Spain, and we believe it will help us a lot going into the new season. Coming regarding the new players, yeah, I mean, look, we always have team building exercises. We try to bond as much as we can, and I mean, so far so good. The guys are settling in really well. We know it will take time for them, but we believe in them. We are confident in them, and they can always go to the coach or some of the senior players when they need guidance. So the team chemistry is good. We feel really strong and confident, and I mean the team we are excited to get the season going.
Uh, the fact that we got the opportunity to travel abroad to play tough and exciting games. Like I said before in my previous answer, it helps I think for the players to actually not feel that we are in pre-season, that we are in a almost like in a competitive period because the way they played those games and the way that we approached those games was not. It didn't look or feel like a training game. Otherwise, you cannot perform in the way that these guys did it there against a very tough opponent. So we are in a good rhythm thanks to that.
Kaizer Chiefs are also on a quest for a trophy in 8 years. They have signed a new coach. In fact, he's not even new because Molefi Ntseki has been with the team for at least 2 seasons as their director of football. Now he's been roped to take over the helm. It's his first season at a professional club, having coached at the national team. This is going to be very interesting because Molefi Ntseki's appointment did not go down well with many supporters, did not go down well with many Chiefs fans. Even the people on the ground were not even satisfied about his appointment. But he had to say this about his readiness.
At the end of the season, you do what you call squad audit, and in doing the squad audit, you look into the players you had last season, and then the players that you need to bring into the team, and then we talk about the squad balance. And I think that was done last season, and the program for the preseason was done last season, and starting a new season with the preseason. I think it was very important to prepare for the season, not to prepare for the first game or the last game. It was very important for us to prepare for the whole season. And I think in our 6 week preparation, we have done the tactical periodization and we have done the physical periodization. But in between, we're also working on the mental side of the players because some of us coming into the club for the first time, We do not know much of the background of the club. We do not know much of the expectations and the demands and the requirements. And I think we're all taken through that exercise in terms of understanding what happens when you don't win games, what happens when you draw games, what happens when you win games, how is life out there, how is life on the pitch. So I think we have done what needs to be done. And coming into the first game, as a team, we are ready. As a team, I think it's a very important game for all of us, for the supporters, for the players, and for the technical team. I think when you talk of Edson Castillo, an international who has played for the national team, you can see the personality of a South American. You can see the qualities in him. And this is actually what we needed when we were doing our squad audit. And we are happy in terms of what we see, his tactical knowledge of the game, his game management, and also his interaction with the players. He's adapting very well. We are having players that played in Portugal, players that played in Mozambique, that language is not an issue. So he's doing very well. As for the rest of the players that we have brought into the club, I think we have brought good quality leaders with so much quality that is expected of him to add value into the team. And what we have seen so far, we are happy. I think the most important thing for all of us is to play with confidence, to play with belief. We are not at Kaizer Chiefs by default. And at the same time, where you come from, you were a top player. And coming to Kaizer Chiefs, you have to be a better player than where you come from. Because in this case, every game you are going to play to be a cup game. You might have played a few cup games from where you come from, but at Kaizer Chiefs, every game you play, it's a cup game. So I think on the mental, psychological side of it, that is the most important thing. You are talented individual, but what is important is how do you become a team player? How do you become a member of this family? A family that is expected to deliver in every game that they play, and the expectations from the supporters and from you as an individual is always very high. So the demands that comes with it, it's very important for all of us to understand and to deliver on those targets and demands. And I think in our preparation, like I said, we worked mainly on that. And what we see now in our players, they are getting to a level of understanding where they are and what are the expectations.
As the season is about to kick off, we will eagerly await and see who will open up their account on a good note. I am Opa Myself for Sports Fanatics. I'm out.